And now, our feature presentation.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Juice Wrld is one of the most talented songwriters of all time. Let me rephrase that. Juice Wrld is the best off-the-dome songwriter of all time. Almost every single one of his 2,000 plus songs were freestyled off the top of his head. His skills are unmatched, and I don't believe we'll see another person with this gift for a long time. Almost every single person has at least one of his songs on their personal playlist, and I don't blame them. I'm a big Juice Wrld fan myself, and what made me a fan in the first place was when I listened to his first studio album, Goodbye and Good Riddance. For this video, I'm going to be talking about the standard edition of the album before they added Armed and Dangerous and Wasted, because I believe the album was a masterpiece before they rearranged the track list and added those songs. The album starts with Intro, which is an interlude skit where Juice Wrld calls his girlfriend, while a soft piano melody plays behind the call. She starts yelling at him, saying she hates him, and talks trash about him. This sets the tone for the album, being heartbroken, and we're left to wonder how Juice will deal with this over the next 12 tracks and 2 interlude skits. The first song of the album is a 6-time platinum track, All Girls Are the Same.
Before I go and share love, only took 10 minutes to break my heart. Oh no, she didn't. Fuck living, I'ma drown in my sorrow. Fuck giving, I'ma take not borrow. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that shit. Fuck you talking about.
And as the title says, that's how Juice feels. The lyrics in this song are easy to interpret, similar to the next track, Lucid Dreams. Everybody's heard this song before, and everybody knows how he feels in it, having lucid dreams about the girl who left him heartbroken. At one point of the song, he says,
I take prescriptions to make me feel okay.
And this is just the beginning of him talking about his drug addiction, which gets heavy in the next track. In the song Lean With Me, Juice goes into detail about his drug usage and how he uses it to numb the pain of the heartbreak. He acknowledges all the negative effects of the drugs, but he still does them anyway because it's the only way he knows how to cope. Juice says in the hook,
Get high with me if you rock with me.
This is Juice inviting you into his world of drugs, so you can fully understand how he feels when he's high. He then continues to say,
I know I'm not right, but I'm not wrong. No, I'm not wrong.
This line stands out above everything else because you can understand and feel that he knows what he's getting into isn't good, but he still feels the need to get high, no matter how bad it'll affect his body. Juice will continue to reference his drug addiction in other tracks, but mainly the songs Hurt Me and Black and White, so I won't be going into further detail about those songs. I'm Still is a song where Juice Wrld is high, talking about how he's still heartbroken. Since he's high, seeing his ex's face reminds him of how she led him into the lifestyle he lives now. The high just makes being heartbroken feel worse because it's making him think about his past relationship, even though he started doing drugs to forget. While he's still high, he calls his ex again, which leads to the Betrayal skit. While on the phone with his ex, he questions her about a guy she was supposedly cheating on him with, and she admits to it. In the background, you can hear her friends talking and laughing while she asks them to pour another drink for her. She's going out partying with friends, having fun, while Juice is depressed, alone, and trapped with his thoughts. And that emotional phone call is the reason for the creation of the song Candles.
I don't know if it's because my heart hurts or if I'm insecure. I'm not sure. Yeah, I like that.
The song starts off with Juice talking before the hook about how he feels immediately after the phone call. Juice realizes that with the mixture of drugs and heartbreak, he doesn't know if his heart is in pain or if it's his mental stability that needs to be treated. With this on his mind, he also begins to believe that love isn't for him. This belief is what makes Juice think that he's scared of love. Although he admits he's not scared to love, he's scared of love. The difference being that love is the cause of all his pain, and why he's doing too much drugs. Like many people, he knows that he falls easily, but he isn't afraid of that. He's afraid of what happens if he falls in love in the end. This thought process makes him debate with himself if he's even enough, causing him to do more drugs. With the song Used To, Juice notices that the pain from the heartbreak is slowly going away, yet he still can't let go of what used to be, which is also the message behind the songs Long Gone and End of the Road. But before getting to those songs, the last phone call skit, Karma, begins to play. We hear the same piano from the intro skit playing when Juice's ex starts going against what she stated before, and this time, she's the one calling him. She goes on to talk about how the guy she cheated on him with meant nothing, and begins apologizing for everything she said and did because she sees Juice has moved on and is doing better than her. She begs to stay on the phone, but Juice doesn't care. He's finally free from the heartbreak and isn't afraid to let go of what he used to have, and is ready to move on. In Long Gone, Juice expresses how he's finally over his ex, but he knows that he'll continue to reminisce about her even though his days being heartbroken are long gone. And this message continues to the end of the road, saying that this is the end of his pain. The thoughts of his ex are finally done haunting him, and he's fully ready to move on. With this, he's beginning to talk more about drugs, which leads to the final song of the album, I'll Be Fine. The drugs have gotten the best of Juice, and he knows it. He talks about how his friends and family try to warn him about the consequences of the drugs, but Juice insists that he'll be fine. He feels invincible since he's gone through such horrible pain and got over it. He feels that nothing can stop him. Although the song's lyrics aren't the most cryptic and they're easy to understand, the main point of the album is for Juice to let out his emotions, and you can truly feel it with every word he says. The reason I love this album so much is because Juice isn't afraid to be vulnerable, and it allows you to experience what he's saying like you're in his shoes. After listening to the album, it's not too crazy to believe that these songs were freestyled off the dome. This is the perfect heartbreak album, and will always have a special place in my heart.